Hello, everybody. My name is Leah Ringstad, and my original case study talks about ethics in advertising, specifically the American Eagle advertisement featuring Sydney Sweeney. To start off with the facts of the case, American Eagle came under fire in early August 2025 for seemingly promoting eugenics, which is the discredited practice or advocacy of controlled selective breeding of human populations as by sterilization to improve the population's genetic composition. According to Guillemot Bauer from Vanity Fair, the American Eagle advertisement was taken down from American Eagle's official accounts soon after the advertising campaign launched on July 23, 2025. It was an homage to a Calvin Klein advertisement from the 1980s with Brooke Shields talking about jeans. In the advertisement, Sydney Sweeney, as she pulls up and buttons a pair of jeans, says genes are passed from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. She then looks at the camera and says, "My jeans are blue." The tagline for the campaign then flashes on the screen, reading, "Sydney Sweeney has great genes." Although American Eagle claimed otherwise, according to Lopez Restrepo et al. From NPR, many believed that American Eagle was referring to eugenics. Some thought that the outrage was over-exaggerated, but the gene and gene double entendre was tone-deaf, and people also thought that the advertisement was regressive and degrading to women, according to Lopez Restrepo et al., Guillemot Bauer from Vanity Fair, and Sebastian from LCA. Despite American Eagle's claims that their advertising campaign had nothing to do with eugenes or eugenics, an advertisement posted on July 23rd on American Eagle's Instagram Reels showed a poster that said Sydney Sweeney has great genes, and then after someone walked across the screen, the word jeans was crossed out and replaced with the other form of jeans. Instead of apologizing, American Eagle doubled down in an Instagram post saying the campaign is and always was about the jeans. Her jeans, her story. We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans with confidence their way. Great jeans look good on everyone. The campaign originally had a charitable cause, with 100% of the purchase price from the Sydney jean being donated to Crisis Text Line, a nonprofit offering free 24/7 confidential mental health support to anyone in need, though many people are unaware of this fact because it was overshadowed by the controversy. How truthful was the American Eagle advertisement? The truthfulness of the advertisement can be examined using the TEARS test, which tests the ethical nature of persuasive advertising. It begins with truthfulness, which asks, are the claims, both verbal and visual, truthful? If the message communicates only part of the truth, and many ads do this, are the omissions deceptive? The claims made by the ad pertaining to genetics, that genes are passed down from generation to generation and that they determine certain traits, are true, as stated in articles by Kornman and Rogalski. American Eagle jeans are also considered to be of good quality for their price point, according to an American Eagle jeans review by Anderson. Where the advertisement is not truthful lies within its representation of women. American Eagle is advertising that women who wear American Eagle jeans will look good in them. The advertisement over-sexualizes Sweeney as she promiscuously zips up her jeans and talks in a sultry tone. Just because a woman wears these good jeans does not guarantee that she will look good in them. The advertisement is untruthful because it sets a beauty standard that many cannot live up to. The American Eagle advertisement is truthful in the literal sense, but not truthful in the perceived sense. This case can be analyzed through Kant's categorical imperative, which states that treating individuals as a means to an end is unethical, and that an individual should act as if the choices one makes for oneself could become universal law. If the choices that American Eagle made were to become universal law, it would sexualize women to an unnecessary degree and to some make digs at marginalized groups. What other ethical issues about the advertisement caused controversy? The American Eagle advertising campaign that the Jeans and Jeans ad was a part of had a charitable cause. As stated by Margulis on the American Eagle press release, 100% of the purchase price from the Sydney jean would be donated to Crisis Text Line, a nonprofit offering confidential mental health support to anyone in need. This cause was not advertised in the video, leaving viewers only with the controversy. The charitable cause seemed to be an afterthought and lacked sensitivity when considering the pun featured in their advertisements, according to Sebastian from LCA. This raises ethical questions about the respect that American Eagle has for its consumers. American Eagle did not emphasize the charitable aspect of the campaign, showing a lack of respect for the cause and the consumers alike. According to Wilkins et al., the second step of the TEARS test is respectfulness, which asks, Am I willing to take full, open, and personal responsibility for the content of this ad? The Vanity Fair article by Guillemot Bauer states that people found the advertisement regressive and degrading to women. The advertisement relies on sex appeal to sell the product, which is on brand for Sweeney, who, according to an NPR article, has become known for taking roles or partnerships where her sexiness is the center of attention. When analyzing this using Kant's categorical imperative, American Eagle is effectively using women as a means to an end. The company is reinforcing harmful gender stereotypes that belittle women and reinforce the thought that women are valued by their sexual appeal. These representations of women in media are harmful because they can have a detrimental impact on women's self-perception, as they promote a narrow view of what it means to be a woman and can lead to the internalization of gender stereotypes. Instead of using their advertising to show empowering images of women in American Eagle jeans, American Eagle instead perpetuated gender norms. In addition to being disrespectful to women, the advertisement is also disrespectful to marginalized groups. According to the independent publication, The 19th, the implicit message of white jeans being good jeans in the American Eagle advertisement contributes to white supremacist messaging in media and politics. The advertisement, while at the center of a controversy, perpetuates harmful narratives because both the company and the celebrity involved refuse to denounce them. The advertisement was degrading to groups of American Eagle consumers, meaning it failed the respectful portion of the Tears test. According to Fagai from BBC, Donald Trump and other conservative spokespeople talked about the advertisement. This could be considered a form of celebrity endorsement, although this kind of endorsement was not sought out by American Eagle. Conservatives brought more attention to the controversy on social media and suggested the advert had been not only a great promotion for American Eagle, but also for the political party. Donald Trump and Ted Cruz also came to the advertisement's defense, offering their support for the ad after left-leaning women started speaking out about how the advertisement offended them. The advertisement, along with the approving notes from conservative men like Trump and Cruz, exemplifies the revival of regressive feminine ideals wrapped in aspirational, whitewashed beauty, and how the skinny and conventionally attractive woman is back in style in media and advertising. This revival shows a lack of respect for women, pushing the idea that women who are not skinny, conventionally attractive, and feminine should not be represented in the media. The techniques used in the American Eagle advertisement with Sweeney can be analyzed using the equity portion of the Tears test. The equity factor of the test asks, is the recipient of the message on the same level playing field as the ad's creator? The camera work in the advertisement shows how much it relies on sex appeal to sell the jeans. The camera pans up the entirety of Sweeney's body, starting with her legs, then her midsection as she zips up the jeans, and up to her face, which is the last thing the camera shows before the tagline. The camera work focuses on Sweeney's body as she moves, lingering on the shot where she zips up her pants. These shots appear to be purposeful, fulfilling what is expected of women due to stereotypes, even though it's not seen as an effective marketing technique. Lola Hamilton from Brandeis University said despite evidence that sexual appeals lack marketable effectiveness, advertisers continue to cater to what the male perspective appreciates, reinforcing the narrative that women exist exclusively as visual stimuli. American Eagle not only sells clothes for women, but also sells clothes for men and children. In contrast, this advertisement solely caters to the image of the conventionally attractive woman. The advertisement does not appeal to all of American Eagle's intended audiences, and even for its target audience, women, it sets an unrealistic expectation of beauty. The advertisement employs sex appeal in an unnecessary manner, which is not equitable according to the Tears test. Do companies have an ethical responsibility to clear up misconceptions about their advertisements when celebrity endorsements are involved? Companies may intentionally not clarify misconceptions about advertisements so that publicity can be generated. Companies may believe that the concept of bad publicity being good publicity is effective because it raises awareness of the company and its products. However, it is a company's responsibility to advertise ethically and not let consumers misconstrue the message that could directly reflect on the company. When companies intentionally lie to make their products look better, it is a legal issue. But when companies make vague claims that are misconstrued, it's an ethical problem. Riddle Compliance, a blog that discusses compliance, ethics, and governance, has created a guideline for an advertising code of conduct that brands can reference to engage in ethical advertising. In their list of key ethical principles in marketing, social responsibility and inclusivity are listed, with a description that says, advertising should not reinforce harmful stereotypes, exploit vulnerable groups, or promote discriminatory messages. Ethical marketing encourages diversity and positive representation. Without this, businesses could engage in unethical advertising, which can lead to consumer dissatisfaction, loss of trust, and reputational damage. Companies caught using misleading marketing tactics face regulatory penalties, public backlash, and consumer attrition. Even though there are existing codes that companies can follow, it is not guaranteed that they will do so because there are no legal ramifications. This is why it's important for consumers to hold companies accountable when they engage in unethical advertising practices. When businesses engage in ethical advertising, they not only generate trust with their consumer base, but also show that they care for their patrons, for their environment, and for their impact on society in the long run. Overall, companies have an ethical responsibility to address misconceptions about their advertisements. This is especially true when celebrities are involved, given the possible persuasive power they hold. Celebrity endorsements may contribute to the persuasive power of an advertisement. The Federal Trade Commission does not have laws that regulate endorsements, but it does have guidelines that companies should follow. If the advertisement itself is deceptive, the FTC can then take action against it. According to the endorsement guidelines from the FTC, companies only need to take action on social media posts when the person posting is on the company's payroll. Although a company may not have a legal obligation to correct misconceptions about its advertisements, it does not mean that it doesn't have an ethical responsibility to do so. Celebrity endorsements bring more attention to a company and can influence them to buy products. According to a study done by Akram et al. From ResearchGate, celebrity endorsements influence the customers greatly, and the product features itself take secondary importance into considerations by the customers. This only amplifies the ethical responsibility that companies have when considering celebrity endorsements, as they can carry a lot of persuasive power with consumers when applied in a tasteful manner. This ties in with the social responsibility aspect of the TERRS test. Social responsibility, in relation to the test, asks, does this ad increase or decrease the trust the average person has for persuasive messages? And if there are some groups in society that would benefit from using this product as advertised, are there others that could be significantly harmed by it? Some groups could be harmed by the messaging the advertisement perpetuates. There is power in persuasion, especially when it comes to celebrity endorsements. The advertisement perpetuates an unrealistic beauty standard for women, suggesting that women should look like Sweeney to look good in American Eagle jeans. The advertisement does not take the notion of improving human life and welfare seriously, and might also turn certain demographics away from buying products from American Eagle. It is unclear to what extent Sweeney had a sense of social responsibility for being a part of the advertisement. She stayed silent about it until months after the controversy was at its peak, until she participated in an interview at GQ with Catherine Stoffel as her interviewer. Stoffel brought up the criticism from the ad, saying that white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. She gave Sweeney a chance to comment on the criticism and denounce white supremacy, to which Sweeney responded, "I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear." This response from Sweeney generated more controversy, this time more with Sweeney herself than American Eagle, with people claiming that her statement sounded like a refusal to denounce the racist reading of the ad. Sweeney could have used this moment to clear the air surrounding the pun that did not land, but instead dug herself into a deeper hole. Whether this was unintentional or intentional is unclear. In relation to the TERRS test, authenticity asks, is there a sincere need for this product within the range of products and services available? American Eagle advertises its jeans in the same way many of its competitors do, featuring the jeans on skinny, conventionally attractive women to make other women want to look like the model. The way of advertising the jeans was non-essential, perpetuating harmful beauty standards for standard body types. In the advertising campaign press release, Jennifer Foyle, the president and executive creative director of American Eagle, said this fall season, American Eagle is celebrating what makes our brand iconic, trend-setting denim that leads, never follows. The only original components of the advertisement are Sweeney and the tagline, "Sydney Sweeney has great jeans." So American Eagle kept their claim only in terms of celebrity endorsement and publicity. According to the TERRS test, the advertisement is not very authentic. Despite this, American Eagle relies on sex appeal to sell its products when it does not need it, and made a pun that did not land with many. And then here is my first slide of references, my next slide, another slide, and my slide of image references. Thank you.